Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the briefing today for Sunday, the 18th. As you can see, the current situation at the moment with the synoptic chart is that we have a low pressure out to the Atlantic, which is causing a lot of grief. And there's a high pressure over the Central Europe, which is actually squeezing the bad weather between the two fronts. Pay special attention to this little bit of a warm front here, because if we look at the midday chart now, the warm front and it is joined to an occlusion, and it is passed through as just to the very southeast of the country. There's a weak trough behind this, which could cause a problem later, but fundamentally we are in a very moist sector between the two pressure systems. Spot winds today, they're indicating around about 300 degrees, 15 knots thereabouts. And the cloud that we have today is pretty well, as you'd expect, associated to the back end of that front. So we got a lot of cloud cover over at the moment. You can see the back end, the clearance, but my estimation is probably not going to be here till around about 12. But we do have a lot of rain today. So you can see it's a bit of a mess there. Clearly, the large curl of rain we have here is associated with that front that's gone through. But we do have an offering of a small clearance around the back of it, which we may be able to use a little bit later. And the actual rain predicted forecast from the Met Office is actually a bit more encouraging. So this is 9 o'clock today. There's the big curl and the swirl of bad weather and rain. But we are currently in the moment in a dry area. However, we really are stuck with this low cloud outside, which could preclude certainly the operation this morning, maybe this afternoon. But you can see we should be pretty clear of showers till around about 3 o'clock, maybe in our areas, as prediction shows. The local area forecast is indicating overcast and rain till about 12 o'clock. A possibility of a clearance around about 1 and then rain again later, which is pretty well backs up what we just seen. Nice steady westerly wind. Gusts of around about 18. This is what we need to keep our eye on, as well as the humidity, the humidity levels, and this could probably bring along with it this lower cloud, and it might just be too low for us to really operate safely. GFS is giving a max temperature of 13 to 14 today, with a minimum temperature of 10, and the Lasham camera is down at the moment, so we've got no weather from them. If we look at the forecast from Odium, they're indicating 12 knots in the west-southwest, 10k or more visibility, funnily enough, and a reasonably high pressure. The general forecast, they don't give at weekend, so that's out of date. But if we look at Farnborough, which is a little bit more accurate, perhaps 9 knots from the west-southwest, light rain. But if we go through the forecast, so from 7 o'clock onwards, 8 knots from the west, scattered clouds at 3,500 feet, but temporarily between 7 and 6, 8,000 meters, broken clouds at 800 feet with rain, and a 30% probability late this afternoon, 4,000 meters, thunderstorms and rain. So on the face of it, it's not that encouraging. However, as optimistic as I am, I hope we'll get an opportunity a little bit later. Top Meteo is indicating, so this now, I've fast forward this till 1 o'clock this afternoon. So there's a chance this is indicating really cloud between 1,000 and 2,000 foot, but with mist. And that's after 1 o'clock. If I run it forward any further forward, and it's full of yuck and rain, so it's not very encouraging there. SkySight is indicating a very similar pattern with rain wandering in from the west. Possible clearance in our area a little bit later on. No NOTAMs to affect. So today then, No planned movements. It is going to be wet this morning, and it may clear sufficiently after 12 o'clock for us to be able to do something. We have the usual two-seaters and single-seaters available. It will, however, be a wet operation. By that, I mean the grass is not very good at all. So no wheel brakes at all if you do need to end up on the grass. And if we do set up, we'll set up on 2.7. It'll be a wet operation. The north side with the cables, there's a slightly northern element to the wind. Right-hand circuits will land on the grass to the north. Left-hand circuits will land on the runway behind the launch point. The launch point will be sufficiently up the field to allow this to happen safely, and no rolling up to the back of the fire truck, obviously. We have all the vehicles to help pull you forwards. All right, so I'm going to be here. Sam's going to be here. We should be fine later on, I hope. But if we're not, thank you for your perseverance. We do have the simulator, of course, which is great for days like today. And so I'll be around. I think we have some bronze seat tests to be done later on today. So come and see me if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.